up, YouTube? So we're going to do a little shootout today. Today we are going to talk about the merits of the brand new YoyoFactory NorthStar Fingerspin versus the YoyoFactory ReplayPro. So, that's right. Two YoyoFactory plastics. Both of them under 20 bucks. This one's $19.99. This one is $15.99. Let's talk about them. Let's shoot them out. Which one's better? Let's say you're a kid or whatever. You're an adult and you got a nice, crisp 20. And you want to get yourself a nice, crisp, new plastic yo-yo. What are you going to spend your yo-yo bucks on? Let's talk about them. So, let's talk about the ReplayPro, because it's the oldest one. So ReplayPro's been out for a long time. Not a long time. I don't know, what, 2014-ish? 2013, maybe? I don't know. It's been out a little while. 2014, I think. And it's a good yo-yo, especially for what it costs. So, at 16 bucks, you're pretty much not going to get a better yo-yo for 16 bucks. Although you could spend 17 or 18 bucks and get some other stuff, but the merits of this yo-yo seem to stand the test of time. Now, what are the cons? So, it's a little bit heavy. This weighs in just about 70 grams, so it's kind of a heavier yo-yo. And, you know, it's not anything super special as far as the shape is concerned. It's just kind of a, like, rounded over bell H-shaped type thing with some cups here. And, you know, that's about it. But it's got a lot of pros. One being it's cheap. Two, super duper durable. I've had this one for almost a year, 8 months now, 9 months. Let me see if I can even find it. This thing has taken a lot of hits, and I really can't find the hits so much anymore. There's one there you probably can't see, because it doesn't care. They're great for that. This one's been in my car, it baked in my car, it froze in my car, it sat in my desk at work, it goes in my book bag unprotected sometimes, it bounces off the ground and off my desk and off of everything, and it's still a trooper. It's actually probably smoother now than it used to be. Yeah, not the smoothest yo-yo ever. I mean, it certainly has some vibe, but you know, it's not bad. I've had yo-yos with worse vibe that I've paid a lot more money for, and aren't, you know, 1/10 as durable as this. Now, I've taken this one apart, I've put it back together, I've lubed it, I've cleaned the bearing, I've done everything to it, and even when I was kind of new, because this was one of the first unresponsive yo-yos I ever had, I still, you know, it didn't seem to mind my newbiness. As you can see, still super stable. And spins a long time for a $16 plastic yo-yo. And comes back hard. The response is good. One of my favorite features on the ReplayPro is the grindable finish. You just don't get that on a lot of plastic yo-yos. You don't. Now, it's not the best grindable finish in the world, but it's pretty solid as far as plastic yo-yo grindable finishes are concerned. You can do them, which is, you know, a lot more than you could say about a lot of other plastics. Now, words of warning as far as the ReplayPros are concerned. I have had tremendous, tremendous success with the solid colors. So I have solid orange with black, and I have the Eric Koloski edition, the pink one with the blue caps. And these ones are amazing. These are fantastic. Worth every penny that I spent on them, and they make me when I play it, I'm like, oh, maybe I should pick up another color as well. That's how cool this is. However, I have this kind of smoke clear see-through blue one that was great when I bought it, but has kind of developed some wonkiness in the bearing seat, I think. Since I've got it, it doesn't seem to matter what bearing's in there or what. It's wonky. It wasn't that way when I opened it, but I've talked to some other people, and it seems like, so you can hear that, and it seems, and this one's got a lot more vibe. And it seems like, for whatever reason, the see-through colors don't seem to be as excellent as the solid colors. So I'd be careful with the see-through colors, and maybe it's because a lot of the see-through colors are newer, and the solid colors are part of the earlier runs of it, and maybe the earlier ones are better than the newer ones. But I've had some trouble with this one, and it's practically kind of like, I've got it twisted and tuned and everything right now, and it's still kind of not great. So I'll probably just throw this one out and just, call it a loss, because it was good for a long time. And it did take some hits, but then it kind of just got funky. So I'll probably just get rid of this one, throw it out, because it's not great. I'll harvest the bearing out of it, and that'll be that. But, it's... word to the wise, they can be funny, or they can become funny. I've talked to some other people who have also had some unlucky times with the see-through ones, but it sure seems like the solid colors tend to be just monsters, and they live forever, and take all the punishment, and seem to just keep going because they don't care. So yeah, so that's the ReplayPro. Yeah, the word of the warning. See-through, no good. So, let's talk about the ReplayPro versus the brand new NorthStar Fingerspin. Now, this is the one I got in the mystery box, and I have thrown this a ton. These are now 20 bucks, brand new, which is a phenomenal price. This is a great yo-yo for 20 bucks. For $4 more than this, you get this. So, what's this have over the ReplayPro? Well, let's talk about the pros first of this, and then we'll talk about what it has over the Replay. Or what it, maybe has, doesn't have over the Replay. We'll compare them. So this one, awesome little finger spin cup here. Easy to catch here because it's got these like little lips. So even if you catch it a little bit wrong, you can kind of recenter yourself. Get some good finger spins on it. It does have kind of a grindable finish around here. It doesn't go all the way down though. It's a little sticky and shiny in there, but this finish is pretty grindable and nice. It's got the weight rings here, which kind of give it that extra super stability, and this one's kind of light. I think this is only like 64.5 grams, so it plays fast. It plays a lot faster than the ReplayPro, because the ReplayPro is like 70 grams. It's like 64.5, 65. Not to say that I prefer plastic, or I prefer light yo-yos over heavy yo-yos. In fact, most of the time I prefer heavier plastics, but this one kind of stands out as an exception, and I think that has a lot to do with the aluminum weight rings here. So this only comes in 2 colors currently, but hopefully they release more soon. This comes in this awesome orange color, and then there's like a galaxy colorway that's like that purple or red, white, swirly marbledness. I've heard some people have had some trouble with theirs becoming vibey or being a little bit fragile, but I've thrown mine a ton, and it really hasn't taken any hits, I don't think, at least none so to speak of that left any marks. But mine's been perfect since day one, so maybe I got lucky, maybe they're kind of hit and miss. I've heard some horror stories, because I do really like this, so I raved about it. But mine's been excellent. There's only one other color right now, and I'm not super into the galaxy, that blue galaxy colorway, but if they come out with other colors, I'd probably get more colors if there was just more than the other like purpley one, because it looks kind of purpley and I'm not that super into that color, but especially because I've got this awesome orange and black one. If they come out with more colors, I would certainly consider buying more of these, because I really like this one. So as far as this one's concerned, it plays a lot smoother than my ReplayPro. Now it's a couple bucks extra, so at 20 bucks as opposed to 16, it ought to be a little better as far as that's concerned. I have taken mine a lot of places, and it's gone tons of places, and I've never had a problem with it. Comes with the white YoyoFactory pads, But the gap's not that big, so it hasn't been much of an issue. Especially once I broke the pads in a little bit, they were grippy enough. But out of the box, they felt a little bit slippy, and I think I said that in the video. But they're good now that I've played them, broke them in a little bit. Come on. Yeah, so definitely solid performer. Fingerspin's pretty good. I'm not that good at fingerspins, and this isn't that easy to fingerspin on. But if you catch it, you can do it. And I've seen a lot of people do some really good fingerspins on it. Mine is pretty smooth, as far as these are concerned. Mine, definitely smooth. You know, still got a little bit of plastic vibe. Nothing terrible, though. Nothing really you can feel on the string. You can feel the ReplayPro vibe on the string a little bit, but like I said, mine have been through kind of hell at this point. The ReplayPro is a little bit more stable than the NorthStar Fingerspin, just a little bit. The NorthStar Fingerspin, though, is still very stable. There's no, like, it's not to say that this is unstable, because it's not. It's plenty stable. It's just, you know, not as stable as a big honking $70 plastic. So, yeah, but still, very, very stable. And very fun. That's kind of the other thing, too, is that, like, I really like the way this one plays. Like, it's interesting. I think YoyoFactory really kind of shines with their plastics. Like, their plastics are really, I think, what makes them great is, you know, their metals are great. Their metals are fine. You know, nothing wrong with those. But I feel like their plastics are like, hey, you got 20 bucks? Okay, here's a great, great yo-yo. And it's just like, oh okay, thanks. Because, you know, so this is the same price as the Protostar, or yeah, as the Protostar, or if you can still find an original NorthStar somewhere, I think the Shackler edition you can still find maybe on YoyoFactory's site. You know, still like 20 bucks. So, you know, they all play pretty similar. So pick whatever color you like the best, or if you want a finger spin, get this one. But, you know, they're all pretty solid yo-yos. And, you know, despite some manufacturing issues that kind of come up with yo-yos that are produced in the thousands and thousands and thousands, you know, some of them are perfect. Mine's perfect. Mine's excellent. I couldn't want this to be any better than it is. It's excellent. I have no QC issues with this one whatsoever. But I've heard other people say otherwise about theirs, and a lot of those people are people I tend to deem as pretty trustworthy. So you know, I guess that's where to be wary with both of with these. I think the solid color ReplayPros, I don't think I've ever heard anybody have a problem with them. But a lot of the like clearer ones, people apparently have had some issues. These ones, same way. Mine's perfect, but people have had issues. So, you know, be wary. If you are going to get one, which I recommend having both because they're great and cheap, you know, order them from a reputable source, a reputable site who is willing to do returns if it shows up and there's issues with it. You know, Yo-Yo Expert's great. Who else? Yo-Yo Sam, I don't know if they have these. But you know, a lot of the major yo-yo retailers, like I said, Yo-Yo Expert particularly has tons in stock, are really great as far as, you know, customer service and what have you. And if a yo-yo shows up and it's wonky, say, hey, I got a problem with this yo-yo, guys. Can you take it back? And I've never heard of anybody having a problem with that. So I would not hesitate if you guys are thinking about either one. To get them. So, what are the differences of them, and where does one excel over the other, or does one excel over the other? So, at $4 cheaper, for 20 bucks shipped, this could be shipped to your house. Now, there's ways to get free shipping, people. So, you know, pay attention to your yo-yo vlogs and whatnot, because there are ways to get free shipping on ReplayPros. So, you know, you can get them for 16 bucks shipped. If you're playing your cards right and looking out, and you know, if you really need to know, ask me on my Facebook page, and I can probably link you some good stuff shoot me a message on Facebook. The link for my Facebook will be down in the description. So yeah, $16. Can't really beat the price on that. There's no cheaper yo-yo that plays this well for $16. Now, you can get yo-yos that play pretty much just as well for 17, 18, whatever. $16 though. I mean, if every dollar counts, this has got every dollar in it. Plus, it comes in about a zillion colorways. This only comes in 2. This comes in about a zillion colorways. Although the ProtoStar comes in as also a zillion colorways, but NorthStar Fingerspin only comes in 2. So it's got that going for it. This feels more durable, especially the solid colors, than the NorthStar Fingerspin. This is kind of an indestructible plastic, and I've hit it off some things that I shouldn't be hit off of, and it didn't care. It still doesn't care. Look at it. It looks like I just bought this and opened this, but I didn't. Where does it suffer a little bit? Well, the bearing seat is just in the plastic. So, if it does get wonky, it gets wonky there on that bearing seat. And, this is just kind of in there with a bolt. That can get messed up. You can have possible internal conflicts. While the external is very durable, internal conflicts are possible. And sometimes, it's possible, I guess, to just leave it in a car or whatever and have it go bad. Also, for the most part, my arrows never line up on these. Like, it just never, it's not tight there. Like, it's loose there, but it's tight there. Like, so my arrows never really line up. It's a little too loose there. But there, it's like hand tight. So, there's that. I don't think that's a con, necessarily. This one's worse. I've had this one longer. I think the bolt turns, and that's just sort of what happens. Yeah, this one's, that's not even screwed together there. Like, that's loose. Screw it tighter. Like, hand tight. But, as long as you're not cranking down on it, you'll be fine. You shouldn't break the bearing seat. Mine have been great, and I always put mine over-tightened now, because the arrows stopped lining up after I got them. So, the NorthStar Fingerspin, my arrows have always lined up on this one. Same thing with my ProtoStar. Never had any problem with any of that. It's sticky on the inside, so it doesn't grind as well as this. So if you're really, really into grind tricks and not so much into finger spins, this is going to grind better for you. As I drop it. The construction of this is very similar to what the OG NorthStar and the ProtoStar were. It's got those inserts that are in there. Now these are a little, mine are better. Like, my inserts stay in the sides. Like, you can see, like, there's that, and then my inserts are over here. But my NorthStar is not that way. Like, this is death gripped onto the bearing in my NorthStar. This one, in my ProtoStar, this one's not that way. So my spacers sit in the sides of the yo-yo the way they're supposed to. And if you only turn it to the right amount, which mine is right all the time, I haven't had any problems. I've heard people say that theirs broke, or theirs clicked wrong, or just messed up, and the spacers got messed up. And that's a problem with these, and you can have that issue. Mine's perfect. That doesn't mean they all would be, but I haven't had much trouble with the ProtoStar-esque spacers. So I mean, I can't really call that a con because I think it works great. Like I said, really, as far as mine's concerned, there are no cons. It being newer manufacturing by YoyoFactory, I'm not sure how great all the QC is just because of some of the horror stories I've heard, but I haven't experienced any of that. So be that as it will. But yeah, so these are them. So NorthStar versus YoyoFactory ReplayPro. If you don't have one of these, I would absolutely get one of these. This overall is a better performer. The NorthStar Fingerspin is overall a better performer than the ReplayPro. How much better? $5-10 better. It's smoother. It kind of feels more premium, and it's a little quicker on the string. It plays more modern than the ReplayPro does. The ReplayPro is a little older, heavier, so it kind of plays like those heavier, older YoyoFactories did from a few years ago. But that's kind of where this was. So, you know, if you're a fan of the heavier stuff, if you're a fan of like the Shutter, the Horizon, and you want something plastic to beat around, definitely look for one of these solid color Replay Pros if you don't have one already. I can't imagine somebody wouldn't have one, but these will do you well, and they'll keep you in the realm of things that you like. If you like lighter, quicker yo-yos that are more modern, you know, with a finger spin cup, with the ability to do finger spin tricks and what have you, go this way all day. I can't speak highly enough about this. I love mine. It goes everywhere with me. Anytime I want to bring a plastic yo-yo somewhere, this is the one that goes in the bag. This one's been phenomenal for me for the last couple of months that I've had it, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. So, anyway, guys, let me know down in the comments, what do you think? What do you prefer? I'm sure most of you guys have both of these. They're both really cool. They're both really cheap and cool additions to anybody's collection. But let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Which one do you like better? You know, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more content. I put up yo-yo content every day because I'm crazy like that. But thanks again, guys. Cheers to you. And I'll see you next time.